Yo, what's up, YouTube? So, I know you guys have very busy lives, alright? And I know, because I've uploaded 1,500 videos that you can't see every one. If you didn't see yesterday's video, I'd suggest checking it out. It's in the description, because all the information in that video relates to this video. And this is a 1v1 that I played against this red player here, Puerco. And he went forward with Goths against me. And I think that this is a strategy that can be seen more and more at high levels. I went forward because Goths get free loom and made my life a nightmare. So I would watch that and see how I reacted at the time. And at the end of that video, I said, well, I wanted to try it. So for my very next game, I picked Goths and I queued up. Now, since I picked and I opted out of random, whatever civilization the opponent picks, he's gonna get. And first off, I get the same guy. The guy who freaking goes for the strategy. And then second, he had Celts. And I feel like Celts are such a great counter to Goths and what I was going to try and do here anyways. I'm in the blue. I am Goths. You see my villagers already full armor. Nice and strong, nice and buff. If I could zoom in more, I would. My plan here was to take advantage of the free loom in some way. I'm currently scouting my base. Here he is in red. Now Celts have the faster moving infantry, so that's amazing. They also have one of the best eco bonuses in the game. Keep in mind Goths are weak at high levels because they don't have an eco bonus. They chop wood faster, which leads to more farms and more buildings and more everything. So, like, that alone, eco bonus and better infantry is just what it should... that's all you would need, really, to beat Goths. So I'm going to try this at a disadvantage in two ways, right? The fact that this guy knows the strat, because he's the only one I've seen do it. And also just the fact that he is Celts. So I was hoping, like, if you try this at home, let me know. I was hoping to be super lamey. I wanted to wall in my villager here and then shoot his boar and kill it. Like, that's another thing you could do because Goth villagers have more attack against boars. Like, they do more damage against hunt. So, like, if you wanted to wall in resources, you could do that. Anyways, he did not see my villager. And now I'm going to build a barracks forward at his base. Now, in many ways, he's been fortunate. He has Celts. It's very common for Celts to make a pre-mill barracks and make militia, right? So, like, he's already doing that despite not seeing what I'm doing. It's kind of a bummer that he's going to have that prepped. Also, the fact that the berries are quite close to the TC is nice for him. Like, for example, where I build my mill eventually could be harassed, but he's just a little bit closer to the TC. At least the right side is. So it's hard for me to really be annoying there. Now, it's tough to pull this off, because you have to walk forward with a villager. That villager's not collecting resources. And then, you've got to put 175 wood into the barracks. And then you have to balance your eco at home. But guys, the whole point is to just get ahead or make life awkward so you can be at an even stage or even slightly ahead in castle age, right? If you play standard with Goths against Celts, if you play standard with Goths in general in a lot of situations at mid to high level Age of Empires, you have problems. So, even if you don't want to go for the weird forward Vil thing, just go for something wacky with Goths and hope you're in a good position in the mid game. Alright, this is his point of view. And his militia, it seems like he was just waiting for it, you know? He has the militia over here. Now, I'm building palisade walls around the berries because I don't want him to take the berries. I figure maybe I can have a faster feudal age time because of that. Here he comes. I didn't expect the militia. I didn't scout the barracks, even though I scouted pretty much all of his base. And this is the problem with Celts, people. But I do have, it is slightly cheaper for me to create these. And my micro was on point here, I'd say. At least it was at the start. Okay, my scout didn't attack there for a while, so never mind. Big thing here, you want to take out the militia. I don't care about his vills. I just want to remain a threat here. Okay. And now, I have a third militia. I micro down his scouts, so we trade our scouts. I'm happy with that. My villager's still alive. I'm happy with that. And still making militia. Now, what's weird is he doesn't know when I'm going to stop, right? So it's really hard to judge. I think that's what's it. It's like you build the barracks in their face, and they just don't know how much you're going to commit to it. I was going to wall in this villager, but I like to be relatable with my content, you know? So I decided to just let the villager die. Just for you guys. Also, I decided not to kill this weak villager from red because, again, I want to be relatable. Apparently, I just didn't check the HP. I remember being really happy that he was... Oh, the moves. I remember being really pleased that he had villagers chasing me like this. Because those are 3 villagers not collecting resources right now. And he can't fully commit to berries. So he's probably going farm food eco. Whereas I am going farms and also, well, will eventually send a lot over to berries. Still making militia. 24 villagers for him, 24 for me. Lots of idle time for both of us, I assume, here. Both trying to keep our TCs running, and now it's 5 militia for me, and it is 5 for him. Okay, so when you're going aggressive, and suddenly you don't see your opponent, that's a sign that they're going to wall and play defensive and send in a counter. And it's really good decision making from him here to realize I can just wall this pressure out. And I was content with making more militia. I was thinking, oh yeah, let's do this. This is fun. Haven't tried this before. Let's go. I thought maybe I could harass there. Okay, does his town center have ballistics? Oh my god. Like, how did it hit there? But yeah, I was gonna try my best to attack there. He garrisoned, he's walling in, he's already walled for the most part on this side. And so now I'm in a real pickle. So I knew that sending my militia home would probably be what he wanted. Again, ballistics? How? Explain to me how the town center hit every time there. People. Yeah, but I knew that he would want me to go home. So I decided to just throw away a few militia to just still be annoying. And he still has a lot of idols here. I was a little bit late to this. I was really tempted to house wall him in there. Recall that. I'm still trying my best to be annoying. You look at the food eco. He has 10 on food. I currently have 19 on food because of the berry situation. So I've gone crazy with the berries. Oh, again, I could house him. Oh, too risky. Alright, so I'm like, alright, well, I don't like the fact that he has the militia. But I was able to get quick walls up. And now I'm on my way to feudal age. So I wanted to spread out my economy. I wanted to go for 2 lumber camps. And I wanted to take this to feudal age into man-at-arms. Now, I scouted pretty well. I can see his gold, I can see his wood lines, and I can see his stones, which is the big thing. You want to keep Celts off stones if you're Goths, so that way they can't get the Woad Raiders. So here I go. It looks random, but I figured there's no way he'll find it. And then, of course, he had a random militia over here. Like, the amount of times this guy was fortunate in this game was a little bit tilting, not gonna lie. And believe me, it gets messier, people. He's still in Dark Age, by the way. So I think I even said the words, "You're kidding me." It looks dumb now to build a lumber camp here, but I figured he would never be over here. He'd always come from the middle. So I decided to fight it originally, and then I realized, nope, that's not a good idea. Let's run. So I lose a vill and I think 2. I'm making militia, and guys, I know his military's on the right side. I'm going to send the villagers to this side now. Remember, we started the game off with his strategy, and he has the counter civ. Okay, well, he's still in Dark Age, so I know I can pressure with the towers and take him off with that gold. Also, I know that his stone is here, and his other stone is here, so I was keeping a close eye on those resources. He is, like, this game is actually quite sweet. I'm not just doing this to show you how I try the strategy and like, have it be a blog game. This is actually really good. He adapts and he goes over to this gold almost immediately. This is an amazing tower, though. It hits farms and it also denies the main gold. Alright, so I run in here. I can see that his barracks is filled, and I'm like, uh-oh. How many does he have in there? Let's not wait around to find out. So I'll place that second tower just to hold control in this area. I see him building another barracks, and this is what he did to me when we played. He took out my barracks. Only I didn't build another barracks. I think it makes sense for Celts to do that. So he will have 8 Celt man-at-arms eventually. And Eco will end up being quite close. Bit of a misplay for me here. I think I save him. I'm liking the towers. I'm attacking the houses. I know I'm not going to get through there. And again, it's him defending. And I know I could be in big, big trouble. If he were to go for a counter trush, it'd be sick. He can't do that because I'm guarding this. But like a tower behind my wood lines or stones would be really good. Or just break through with the speedy Celt man-at-arms. And I can't stonewall with Goths either, so it's got to be houses and palisades. Okay, remember I'm just a caster. House, palisade. Oh man. And I didn't know what to do. I panicked, so I'm placing a tower here. I still don't think that's a bad move. Because again, if he goes archers, it still protects me a bit. And I actually decided to bring my man-at-arms back here. 36 villagers for him. Remember, he's chopping wood faster, and it's 35 for me. He has more units, but I think he's distracted because of something else at the moment. And I build a somewhat useful gate, and I garrison my TC. And this is a really important moment for me to clean up those man-at-arms. Also, garrison my tower. He wanted to take his gold back. Was able to kill 1 villager there. He does take down the tower. And he has a lot of farm eco, and he's going to add an archer range. Now, the beauty of this is, like, he hasn't been able to expand, right? I'm the one taking the fight to him. He's constantly reacting. Whereas, if you play Goth standard and go normal man-at-arms, I think you could be the one reacting if it doesn't play out your way early. Obviously, it's risky, but it's high risk, high reward. And it puts them under pressure. And here I come into this wood line. Ha! You chop wood faster. It hurts ya. I very much like. Whoa! That dude was moonwalking and I just hit him in the face. Don't you hate it when you're moonwalking and you get hit in the face with a sword? That's the worst. Oh, what a great raid. Yeah, I just ran past the TC. With Goths, it doesn't matter. Things are so cheap. And I wanted to place a tower here. Now, I didn't know the gold was there. And also, this is where I forgot to change my TC gather point for a good 2 minutes. So get ready for that. I wasn't sure what to do. Uh-oh, am I going to die? Do I fight? No, I garrison? Okay. And I very badly wanted these units over here. But I couldn't get over there fast enough. He has quite a few idols right now. But then again, I could lose all my military to the town center. Into the tower, and I'm gonna try my best to run away with Vills, but it's Celt man-at-arms chasing me. And again, I forgot to change my gather point to TC. So as I'm sending villagers home, I'm sending villagers forward. Unbelievably messy game as he tries to batter down this tower. I'm happy with how much idle time he's had in this game at this point. And this lady, this just passing babe, she is actually going to be the MVP. Because I just looked, I'm like, what? I have a villager there? Okay, let's build a tower. And if you look, he can't see that. I was fleeing with 4. Now check this out. Check this out. I tried to garrison her, but I already had too many villagers inside the tower. Oh, no. I should never have lost her. Messy on both sides, people. And I decide, why not? Let's just attack. Take them off of gold. Remember, I can see what's going on over here. Oh, I still have villagers just forward. Just villagers everywhere. But yeah, I can see the right side of his base. I can see the left side of his base. I have him surrounded. And now it's going to be all about Castle Age. Who gets to Castle Age, what they do in Castle Age. Now, if you remember, when I faced him, he went for the castle and the boom and Huskarls. And this guy is Celts. And wow, great play. He's actually using the archer to block. I wasn't paying attention to that. I just tossed the villagers back to my TC and hope for the best. House wall in that tower. I like it. Still sent some units over here to make sure he's not on stone. And I just bought 500 food. I knew if I didn't buy resources, I would probably lose this because my eco wasn't that good. Why am I still... Why? You know what I think happened? I think I pressed go back to work with the hotkey and they're going back to work. Only work is... Oh, jeez, dude. This is so bad. This is so bad, people. Just tossing away 3 villagers. Okay. Will he find her? I don't recall finding her in my game. Oh, no, no, no. I sent her to the north. I started to check idols, finally. And I realized that there were quite a few around here. So I was going archers. Also noticed he didn't have fletching on the archers. Which made me think that, well, ultimately he's going to want to go into woads regardless. But it almost made me think he was trying to bait me into Huskarls, you know? Or just expecting me to go Huskarls. So I made a decision here. The previous game, he did this strategy against me. Oh no, am I going to get woo-woo-wooed by a bear? I think so. And when he did it, he went into the town centers and the Huskarls. So I decided to go, because at this point, I can see that he's not on stone. But he is, if I were to look, okay, yeah, you could see the mining camp. But anyways, I kind of expected longsword from him, or woad raiders. And I didn't really have the eco to get a castle up first thing anyways when I get to Castle Age. So I decided to just use my stone defensively. And I think I even pull villagers off of stone too. By the way, what a fun bug this is. That the villager won't walk around. But I wanted to go knights. So here he is, lots of resources in the bank. He sees the tower and sees that as an invitation to attack. Little did he know I had 2 of them there, so having 2 towers saved me. Very similar to how he played it, if you remember, in the game I uploaded yesterday. And very similar where the person who went for the aggression is in Castle Age first. That's exactly what happened in the other game as well. He has a ton of military right now. I'm going to build the stables here. Now, I'm going to show his point of view here. I have not watched the wreck yet. He has a ton of food. I wonder if he's going to buy stone. It says he has 9 on stone. I guess he's sending more over to stone right now. Trying his best to be annoying. He sees him in Castle Age, so now he's thinking, uh-oh, he's going to go Huskarls. These villagers are being pulled off of stone. This is good because I'll have better food, wood, and gold eco for the knights. And I'm going to go 2 stable knights. Now, Goths get full upgrades on knights in Castle Age. It's just, do you want to go for knights with Goths when they're an infantry civ? I say, yes. If they're expecting infantry, go for knights. Because Castle Age woad raiders, not so hot against knights. Now, my buddy was watching this guy's stream. I don't know the name of his stream, to be honest. I think he speaks Espanol, so I wouldn't understand. But my friend messaged me after this, and he said, yeah, he was really surprised that you went knights. He was expecting you to go Huskarls. So I'm really proud of that fact, because, you know, I'm using this guy's strat against him, right? And because it was his strategy, he thought I was going for Huskarls, which is so funny to me. Like, in many ways, it was quite bad for me to try a strat like this against a guy who had just done it to me, and especially against Celts, but guess he was expecting Huskarls to the point where I get a big cleanup, and now he's going to have to adapt his game plan a bit. 51 villagers for him and 47 for me, so I am in the next stage, but you know, it's not that impressive. So I'm going to do what annoying little nerds do, and what he did with his Huskarls in early Castle Age in the first game, and just run in. I don't care about TCs, I just want your vills. And I knew there had to be a lot of weak ones around here as well. So we ended up sniping 2. Just being as annoying as possible. Remember, you can't take this gold. Attacking the houses now. Like, we are in a position where We can boom on 3 TCs into infantry, possibly. But now, if he gets to a deadly combination of infantry like pikemen and woad raider, then I could actually be in trouble. You see the second TC. I was really happy he placed a TC like this. Had he placed a town center here, I think it would have protected the gold more. But I still feel like there's an opportunity to snipe villagers on this left side. If you get forging and he's not paying attention, you could snipe 1 or 2 every time you go in there and not lose that many knights. 51 vills for him, 2 TCs. Whereas my eco is just now 2 TCs. Okay. And I'm adding a monastery. Alright, this is going to be super embarrassing. We're going to play a game called Guess How Many Monks T90 Makes. I was playing very late. It is currently 2 a.m. for me. I shouldn't be up. But I have, like, very, very bad sleep schedule. And, so anyways, it was very late. My wrist was hurting because I was playing too much. And point is, it's very sloppy, right? And so I just kept queuing up monks. And I recall one point having like 7 monks on the map, but let's see if I made more. All I wanted was relics and to heal up a little bit. And for some reason, I just kept forgetting where they were and couldn't pay attention enough. Yeah, so again, this was my thought. You know, the castle doesn't have fletching. The TC doesn't have fletching. Let's just get a few snipes. He's also attacking this house at the same time, so just controlling him. He has woad raiders here. Again, woads aren't great against knights, but if you have numbers, they can be good. And now I'm not paying attention because I'm distracted, and he gets a vill snipe. And I add a siege workshop. So I think golden stone is going to be both our focuses here. I mean, I kind of know, right? But like, if you look at where the golden stones are positioned, I have this gold forward, this golden stone's exposed, his gold's exposed, so there's been a lot of focus on golden stones in this game. But I was upset to see the score was not quite as, I wasn't ahead to the point where I thought I had this in the bag against Celts, and also the fact that he had this stone secured was really bad. Because I actually didn't even talk about it. I did tower this at one point. Yeah, so he's got spears and woads. 3 TCs booming right now. I wanted to heal up. Okay, how many monks do I have? Monk here? Is that it? Oh, and the monk here. Okay, cool. 2 monks. Great. He didn't have upgrades. I wasn't a huge fan of fighting underneath the TC, but I figured we could get a conversion. The Scorpion was there. That's not the worst fight for me. Pretty good KD. I didn't think he was going to come forward. I wanted to use Scorpions behind his wood line. Alright. Guys, he has a lot of stone income. My gold is forward. He's already on 1 castle. And this is what Celts want to get to. Now, he has 16 on food. I have 25 on food. So my food eco, just like my boom is much better. And I've been eyeing up this house for a long time. I think forging's on the way now. Yeah. I remember clicking forging. I wanted to break through this house. And there it is. I'm through. I'll have extra attack. And he is otherwise occupied at the moment. So I get through. I guess that area of his mini-map's just been blue this entire game. So he just didn't notice it. Can happen. And now I have 20 more villagers against Celts. Now, he's dropping a castle here. Not something I was expecting. Something that did make me sweat, though. Made me sweat a lot, because that means I can't take this gold. Had I had the knights back with 4 scorpions, I might have been able to deny it, but I preferred the vill snipes. I feel like the vill snipes were good. I tried to run in here. I didn't even realize that I was winning this fight at the time, because I was distracted here. Did not garrison my villagers, which was a mistake, and I lost more than I would have wanted. But now I have my own castle. Okay, so there's 2 monks here. I'm telling you, this is insane. 2 monks just died. I'll show you the other monks, or what I think are monks, in a second. Knights doing work. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Okay, two, two monks here, monk here. And then do I have... I swear I said... And the monk here as well, people. I don't have a single relic. I just like, I need relics, and I'm sending monks out and I forget about them. Oh, it's so bad. Like, I knew I shouldn't have been playing, but I didn't want to do my responsibilities. It's funny how that works. Like, I end up not doing my responsibilities, and then it ends up being content, and that's more time I'm spending not doing my responsibilities. But I can get away with this, because this is my job, people. So thank you for helping me procrastinate. Just like I help you procrastinate. My barracks is actually giving me a lot of vision. I recall clicking the knights there and saying, whatever. So how much do I kill? Not bad, actually. I will take that. Yeah. And some idle time because he clicked. Alright, cool. I did realize that I was out of gold, though. I couldn't take this gold. I was running out of gold here, and I just scrambled up a TC in this area. You look at his point of view. He's trying to correct his food and wood problems. He's trying to expand to the left side. And he still has stone income. Meanwhile, I'm imping. Another sign that was a little bit exhausted. I'm not sure how many villagers these wood raiders killed, but I think it was a lot. Because I didn't react for a long time. I didn't hear the noise. Alright, 106 vills for me and 82 for him as he comes forward. Props to this guy, man. His aggression is sick. There's another castle now. Just gonna start castle dropping my eco because he knows he's behind. There's just blue dots everywhere surrounding his base. I thought while I was imping that I had it in the bag, but when I saw this castle, I began to get really worried. So I'm making barracks now so I can make champions. That is the plan, to go for champions. Okay, monk update. I do have 2 relics. Did I still... Oh my god, that's just unlucky. Still didn't see that. Have a monk down here to get that relic. I have a monk over here. I have a monk here. And I don't have monks in the corner anymore. Okay. I have a lot of monks. Enough monks where I... Actually, we'll have to look at the relic gold later. And see if it paid off. So I wasn't sure what to do. Like, do I get perfusion right away? Can I even afford that? Do I get trebs out right away? Can I justify going champion and trying to take out his castles? Because there's a lot of castles. And most of his eco is protected. So I really wasn't sure how to approach this, but for now I'm just still booming. 103 villagers against 88, but I'm imping too, right? So my 1 TC is not creating vills right now. I do have idols, but my infantry is about to be a whole lot cheaper. I had good scouting here. I think another thing about this aggressive play is you're just more mindful of where resources are in general. I'm going to send villagers around here to get to this gold, if you're wondering what those vills are up to. And this monk is running away. He knows what happens to monks in my base. But yeah, longsword now on the way. Farming eco's looking pretty good. 44 farms. Though he is raiding me here and killing villagers and catching up in the total vill count. 48 on food for him. Like, this is a dangerous situation. However, I think he realizes, yeah, I can't go imp because I'll just die. So let's pressure and let's go all in, which I think is a good play. Because he's already doing damage, right? Now, two-handed swordsman against Castle Age Woads, a two-handed swordsman should be way better. Not to mention I have access to imp upgrades. He's making rams here. And if he takes out that castle, I cannot get perfusion. Which means my infantry will not spam instantly. You could even take out my barracks, possibly. I just misclicked the barracks instead of a farm. Well, here I am. I have longswords, about to be two-handed swordsman, and I said, ah, screw it, let's just go. Goths don't get arson, but I figured this should be fine. How satisfying is that, two-handed swordsman? It's beautiful. And now I saw this, and I was a bit worried, but 12 plus 1 attack, 60 HP, and 8 plus 1 attack, 65 HP. Plus I, have the barracks to produce. And he also didn't patrol there. Maybe he wasn't expecting me to have production on that side. So I will take care of the castle. This fight, 20 against 18, really close. But when you're ahead, you just need to hold in this situation. You don't need to win the fight necessarily. Holding and not losing this fight, when you're an imp and he's in castle, leads to you winning the game, if that makes any sense. My tower was still here. I saw he was on gold. I didn't like that, so I'm going to place a barracks down here. People. This is the strategy he did against me. I've always died to it. Now, granted, I've only faced it twice. But now, now I'll know what he's going to do. And I'm trying this very same strategy against him. He has what you can consider a counter civ. Now, we're not perfect players, but it's working. It's a sick strategy, I'm telling you. And also it felt really good. Because when I saw Celts, I was concerned. Okay. Relic collected there. I'm producing a lot of two-handed swordsmen right now. Have more military. Every fight I take will be better for me. I am going to start spamming with more barracks on this side. And it props to him. You know, it really was a tough game for him. I was able to get towers up in the crucial spots, and I think Knight surprising him really sealed the deal. But he's still fighting here. But I was content with holding this position and waiting for champion, as we will soon see. I'm going to spam on this side as well. I love sneaky barracks. I actually built barracks on this side as well. Spamming two-handed swordsmen into his farms. I didn't even care. I didn't even care that there's a castle there. Whatever. I have armies everywhere. Here I clean up. Here we have a cleanup. I even sent the villager in there. What a legend. What a legend. 165 not HP, excuse me. Population for myself. And the population is 121 for Puerco. And this is the end of the game when he eventually resigned. But I'm like, isn't this strategy sick? Now, it might get to the point where if this becomes meta, let's just say that this becomes meta for whatever reason. It might get to the point where there's some type of a counter to it. And maybe you just scout earlier. I don't know how you'd really counter it, to be honest. He's still not resigning as I destroy this TC, and I'm about to send a very clear message that he needs to resign. But I'm trying to think about what you could do. Like, I suppose a civilization like Mayans, they have loom already, because they get loom at the start. So do Chinese, but you'd never want to pick Mayans if you're up against Goths. I mean, just the point where you don't know what your opponent's civ is going to be regardless is tough. I just don't know what you do, because if they wall in the Ville with quick walls, you can't really stop the barracks. You pretty much have to do what I did in game 1, and what Red did in this game, and try and make your own militia and defend. There's not much you can do to stop the villager going forward. Now, it has to be said, while this is good for Goths because they get loom for free, and you don't necessarily want to get loom in the early stages of games because that is TC idle time, you could argue that you could do this with something like Berbers. Like, Berbers have fast villagers. You could run forward to your opponent's base faster. You could actually do this with many different civilizations. Like, I kind of like the idea of Spanish. Like, call me crazy, but your villager builds faster, so you'll get the barracks up pretty quick. And I just like the idea of, if you need to delay so you can get to conks, going for some weird drush fast castle with the forward villager. Like, go forward, make 10 militia or whatever. When you get to feudal, go tower defense, and then go up to castle age. I want you guys to try this. I really do. I don't care what your level is. I want you guys to try this and tell me, either in the comments or probably in Twitch chat, right? Because I read that the most when I'm back after my move. Tell me what you think, and tell me if it works for you. Again, Goths beating Celts, that really should not happen. We made it happen, boys. I'm happy about it. So, thank you guys for watching. Looking forward to hearing your comments. Oh, okay, let's see. 844 relic gold. losing 7 or 8 monks was officially worth it. Cool. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm really exhausted. I really shouldn't be doing this, and it's weird for you guys too, because it's not like it's a stream. It's not like you showed up to a 12-hour stream and you understand, oh yeah, T90 is exhausted. This is just like a 30-minute video, but I've been killing myself with content lately. I'll see you all next time. Thank you very much.